bottles. Total, $358, $158 plus shipping. 6 bottle S. Per bottle. You save $780. Biggest discount. 60 days guarantee. Total, $1,074, $294. Plus free US shipping. 3 bottle S. Per bottle. You save $330. 60 days guarantee. Total, $537, $207. Plus free US shipping. These terms and conditions outline the rules and regulations for the use of this website. By accessing this website, we assume you accept these terms and conditions in full. Do not continue to use this website if you do not accept all of the terms and conditions stated on this page. The following terminology applies to these terms and conditions: privacy statement and disclaimer notice, and any or all agreements. Client, you, and your, refers to you, the person accessing this website and accepting the company's terms and conditions. The company, ourselves, we, our, and us, refers to our company. Party, parties, or is, refers to both the client and ourselves, or either the client or ourselves. All terms refer to the offer, acceptance and consideration of payment necessary to undertake the process of our assistance to the client in the most appropriate manner. Whether by formal meetings of a fixed duration or any other means, for the express purpose of meeting the client's needs in respect of provision of the company's stated services, products, in accordance with and subject to prevailing law. Any use of the above terminology or other words in the singular, plural, capitalization and/or he, she or they, are taken as interchangeable and therefore as referring to same. Purpose of use. The information on this site is for educational purposes only. The information provided should not replace the advice given by your physician or healthcare professional. You should consult your personal physician before beginning an exercise or specialized nutrition program. As a condition of your using this information, you represent that you are at least 18 years of age and have the legal authority to accept the terms and conditions, are in good mental health. Do not suffer from any mental or physical condition or disability which might render your participation hazardous to yourself or to others, or which would impair your ability to understand this health release. You understand and agree that the benefits you obtain may vary depending on many factors, including the accuracy of the information you provide, changes in your health and lifestyle habits, and compliance with the program. You understand and agree that it is your responsibility to consult with your physician regarding any food allergies that you may have, any drug interactions you may have with supplements, and to check the ingredients in all recipes presented. You understand and agree that if you are on any medications or currently being treated for any illness or condition, that you may participate in this program only after consultation with your health practitioner. Health disclaimers. Any references to physical or mental health on this website constitutes an educational service consisting solely of general health information. The materials are provided, as is, and without warranties of any kind, either express or implied. Not a substitute for professional medical advice or treatment. The website's content is not a substitute for direct, personal, professional medical care and diagnosis. None of the exercises or methods, including products and services, mentioned on this site should be performed or otherwise used without clearance from your physician or healthcare provider. The information contained within is not intended to provide specific physical or mental health advice, or any other advice whatsoever, for any individual or company, and should not be relied upon in that regard. We are not medical professionals, and nothing on this website should be misconstrued to mean otherwise. Health risks. There may be risks associated with participating in activities mentioned on this website for people in poor health or with pre-existing physical or mental health conditions. Because these risks exist, you will not participate in such activities if you are in poor health or have a pre-existing mental or physical condition. If you choose to participate in these risks, you do so of your own free will and accord, knowingly and voluntarily assuming all risks associated with such activities. Accuracy and completeness. Facts and information are believed to be accurate at the time they were placed on this website. All data provided on this website is to be used for information purposes only. Products and services described are only offered in jurisdictions where they may be legally offered. Information provided is not all-inclusive, and is limited to information that is made available, and such information should not be relied upon as all-inclusive or accurate. IV. Injuries. You agree to hold us, owners, agents, and employees harmless from any and all liability for all claims for damages due to injuries, including attorney fees and costs incurred by you or caused to third parties by you, arising out of the activities discussed on this website, excepting only claims for gross negligence or intentional tort. The products and claims made about specific products on or through this site have not been evaluated by the United States LOHA experience and are not approved to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. This site is not intended to provide diagnosis, treatment, or medical advice. Products, services, information, and other content provided on this site, including information that may be provided on this site directly or by linking to third-party websites, are provided for informational purposes only. Please consult with a physician or other healthcare professional regarding any medical or health-related diagnosis or treatment options. Information provided on this site and linked websites, including information relating to medical and health conditions, treatments, and products, may be provided in summary form. To protect the identity of the author of this product, we currently or may in the future use actors and/or voice actors to present our products. Information on this site, including any product label or packaging, should not be considered as a substitute for advice from a healthcare professional. This site does not recommend self-management of health issues. Information on this site is not comprehensive and does not cover all diseases, ailments, physical conditions, or their treatment. Contact your healthcare professional promptly should you have any health-related questions. Never disregard or delay medical advice based upon information you may have read on this site. You should not use the information or services on this site to diagnose or treat any health issues or for prescription of any medication or other treatment. You should always consult with your healthcare professional and read information provided by the product manufacturer and any product label or packaging prior to using any medication, nutritional, herbal, or homeopathic product, or before beginning any exercise or diet program or starting any treatment for a health issue. Individuals are different and may react differently to different products. You should consult your physician about interactions between medications you are taking and nutritional supplements. Comments made in any forums on this site by employees or site users are strictly their own personal views made in their own personal capacity and are not claims made by us, or did they represent the position or view of the owners of this site. Product ratings by any current or previous employees or site users are strictly their own personal views made in their own personal capacity and are not intended as a substitute for appropriate medical care or advice from a healthcare professional. Always check the product label or packaging prior to using any product. If there are discrepancies, customers should follow the information provided on the product label or packaging. You should contact the manufacturer directly for clarification as to product labeling and packaging details and recommended use. Owners of this site are not liable for any information provided on this site with regard to recommendations regarding supplements for any health purposes. The products or claims made about specific nutrients or products have not been evaluated by the LOHA experience. Dietary products are not intended to treat, prevent, or cure disease. Consult with a healthcare professional before starting any diet, supplement, or exercise program. Owners of this site make no guarantee or warranty with respect to any products or services sold. Testimonials, case studies, and examples. Testimonials, case studies, and examples found on this website are exceptional results, do not reflect the typical purchaser's experience, don't apply to the average person, and are not intended to represent or guarantee that anyone will achieve the same or similar results. You should always perform due diligence and not take such results at face value. We are not responsible for any errors or omissions in typical results information supplied to us by manufacturers or other reputable third parties. Refund policy. Your purchase is fully protected by our 180-day returns policy. In order to obtain a refund under this policy, you must carefully check the terms and instructions found on our shipping and returns policy page here. Cookies. We employ the use of cookies. By using our website, you consent to the use of cookies in accordance with our privacy policy. Most of the modern-day interactive websites use cookies to enable us to retrieve user details for each visit. Cookies are used in some areas of our site to enable the functionality of this area and ease of use for those people visiting. Some of our affiliate advertising partners may also use cookies. License. Unless otherwise stated, we and/or our licensors own the intellectual property rights for all material on this website. All intellectual property rights are reserved. You may view and/or print pages from this website for your own personal use subject to restrictions set in these terms and conditions. You must not republish material from this website, sell, rent or sub-license material from this website, reproduce, duplicate or copy material from this website, redistribute content from this website, unless content is specifically made for redistribution. Hyperlinking to our content. The following organizations may link to our website without prior written approval: government agencies, search engines, news organizations, online directory distributors. When they list us in the directory, may link to our website in the system-wide. Accredited businesses except soliciting nonprofit organizations, charity shopping malls, and charity fundraising groups which may not hyperlink to our website. These organizations may link to our homepage, to publications or to other website information so long as the link A. is not in any way misleading, B. does not falsely imply sponsorship, endorsement or approval of the linking party and its products or services, and C. fits within the context of the linking party's site. We may consider and approve in our sole discretion other link requests from the following types of organizations: commonly known consumer and/or business information sources such as Chambers of Commerce, American Automobile Association, AARP and Consumers Union. .com community sites. Associations or other groups representing charities, including charity giving sites. Online directory distributors. Internet portals. Accounting, law and consulting firms whose primary clients are businesses, and educational institutions and trade associations. We will approve link requests from these organizations if we determine that A. the link would not reflect unfavorably on us or our accredited businesses. For example, trade associations or other organizations representing inherently suspect types of business, such as work-at-home opportunities, shall not be allowed to link. B. the organization does not have an unsatisfactory record with us. C. the benefit to us from the visibility associated with the hyperlink outweighs the absence. And D. where the link is in the context of general resource information or is otherwise consistent with editorial content in a newsletter or similar product furthering the mission of the organization. These organizations may link to our homepage, to publications or to other website information so long as the link A. is not in any way misleading, B. does not falsely imply sponsorship, endorsement or approval of the linking party and its products or services, and C. fits within the context of the linking party's site. If you are among the organizations listed in paragraph 2 above and are interested in linking to our website, you must notify us by contacting us from our vendor contact link at the bottom of this page. Please include your name, your organization name, contact information, such as a phone number and/or email address, as well as the URL of your site. A list of any URLs from which you intend to link to our website, and a list of the URLs on our site to which you would like to link. Allow 2 to 3 weeks for a response. Approved organizations may hyperlink to our website as follows: by use of our corporate name, or by use of the Uniform Resource Locator web address being linked to, or by use of any other description of our website or material being linked to that makes sense within the context and format of content on the linking party's site. No use of our logo or other artwork will be allowed for linking absent a trademark license agreement. Anti-spam policy. You must strictly comply with any applicable anti-spam acts and regulations. All emails sent in connection with the affiliate program must include the appropriate party's opt-out link. From time to time, we may request, prior to your sending emails containing linking or referencing the affiliate program, that you submit the final version of your email to Gluco Control for approval by sending it to your Gluco Control representative, and upon receiving written approval from Gluco Control of your email, the email may be transmitted to third parties. It is solely your obligation to ensure that your actions complies with the legislation. Iframes. Without prior approval and express written permission, you may not create frames around our web pages or use other techniques that alter in any way the visual presentation or appearance of our website. Reservation of rights. We reserve the right at any time and at our sole discretion to request that you remove all links or any particular link to our website. You agree to immediately remove all links to our website upon such request. We also reserve the right to amend these terms and conditions and its linking policy at any time. By continuing to link to our website, you agree to be bound to and abide by these linking terms and conditions. Removal of links from our website. If you find any link on our website or any linked website objectionable for any reason, you may contact us about this. We will consider requests to remove links but will have no obligation to do so or to respond directly to you. Whilst we endeavor to ensure that the information on this website is correct, we do not warrant its completeness or accuracy, nor do we commit to ensuring that the website remains available or that the material on the website is kept up to date. Content liability. We shall have no responsibility or liability for any content appearing on your website. You agree to indemnify and defend us against all claims arising out of or based upon your website. No links may appear on any page on your website or within any context containing content or materials that may be interpreted as libelous, obscene or criminal, or which infringes, otherwise violates, or advocates the infringement or other violation of any third-party rights. Disclaimer. To the maximum extent permitted by applicable law, we exclude all representations, warranties and conditions relating to our website and the use of this website, including, without limitation, any warranties implied by law in respect of satisfactory quality, fitness for purpose and/or the use of reasonable care and skill. Nothing in this disclaimer will limit or exclude our or your liability for death or personal injury resulting from negligence. Limit or exclude our or your liability for fraud or fraudulent misrepresentation. Limit any of our or your liabilities in any way that is not permitted under applicable law, or exclude any of our or your liabilities that may not be excluded under applicable law. The limitations and exclusions of liability set out in this section and elsewhere in this disclaimer, A, are subject to the preceding paragraph, and B, govern all liabilities arising under the disclaimer or in relation to the subject matter of this disclaimer, including liabilities arising in contract, in tort, including negligence, and for breach of statutory duty. To the extent that the website and the information and services on the website are provided free of charge, we will not be liable for any loss or damage of any nature. You hereby agree to release and hold harmless us, our affiliates, and their respective directors, officers and employees from any liability for any injury or adverse reaction which you may experience, or any other claims or damages which may arise from your use of the site or services or products. Contact information. If you have any queries regarding any of our terms, please contact us.